So today on our show, we have a very special guest. She has created a legacy of her own in Dubai and all around the world. She is an eminent professional in the field of makeup. She is none other than our very own Vimi Joshi. Hi, Vimi.
Hello, Shubika. Wow, what an amazing introduction. Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you, Vimi. Thank you for making the time out for us and for your time today.
Thank you for being here.
How are you doing?
Good. I'm very excited and really excited about your show and just watching it grow. It's unbelievable, and I can see why you're going to be such a huge success because of the professionalism with you and your team are unbelievable. I'm so impressed with all of you.
Thank you so much, Vimi. Thank you. So, Vimi, you've lived all around the globe, and you have so much experience living in different countries. Is Dubai home for you?
Oh, wow, what a question. So, Dubai is definitely home. And yes, I do have quite an interesting story of the places I lived. I was born in Uganda, again with a Gujarati Indian family. And then in 1972, when Idi Amin kicked out all the Gujaratis and the Ugandan Asians, we moved to England. And then I lived in Leicester, which is, I would like to say, Leicester is the Gujarat of the UK. So I grew up in really strong Indian culture. Then I moved to London, lived there for 6 years, and then Kuwait, and lived there for 7 years. And I've been in Dubai now since 2004, and Dubai definitely is home.
Fantastic. And you've been working, you have a history with MAC, and you've been with them for a really long time. Can you tell us what that was like?
It was the most unbelievable 21 years of my life. I traveled the world. I was backstage at all the huge events, and what was the most proud moment was that I launched MAC in the Middle East and in India. So to actually go to Mumbai in 2005, growing up in England, Bollywood was a huge part of our lives. To then become friends with all of the stars, do their makeup, and head the IFA Awards for 10 years and become the creative director. That was an amazing experience. Also backstage at Fashion Week, London, New York, Milan, Paris, every season, Vancouver Olympics, going on tour with Aerosmith. I mean, rock stars to royalty, Bollywood to Hollywood. What an unbelievable experience it was working for such an iconic brand.
Thank you so much, Vimi. So what sparked your inspiration?
Inspiration?
In the field of makeup.
It was actually a very interesting story. When I was growing up in England, you know, like Indian parents, Gujarati parents, you have to be a doctor, a lawyer, accountant, right? You have to have an academic degree. To be an artist, when I was growing up, it wasn't even accepted within the culture. And we're talking about the 80s, where it was very much, you know, girls get married at 18, very traditional. And especially when you grow up in an Indian family in the UK, they hold on to the culture more tighter than people do in India. Like, I was really surprised when I went to India how chilled out people were. Like, it really shocked me. So obviously I started training to be a doctor and go into the medical field. And I realized that I wasn't academically smart at all. So when I started failing all of my exams, I was like, okay, I'm not going to be a doctor. Okay, pharmacist, because that was like the lowest level of the medical field that you could get into. And as I was training for it and studying for it, my heart was just not in it. And I was living my parents' dream, not my dream. And I was literally praying to the universe and God, please give me some direction, give me some divine intervention, because I can't do this, you know. Anyway, I moved to London, still was a medical rep, working in the medical field. And the universe is very powerful. Coincidentally, I met a group of friends in the mid-90s, and they were the stylist for, you know, the band U2?
Yes, yes.
Yes, so my friend was the stylist for U2, and then my other friend was a casting director, Finton and Lou. And basically, so remember the Spice Girls, Peter Andre, that whole Oasis, the 90s Britpop movement?
Yeah.
My friend was doing the casting for it.
Okay.
So during the week, I would do my medical job, and then during the weekend, my friend Lou would say, listen, do you want to come and be an extra on set and be a backup dancer on these videos? And I was like, okay, like it was my passion. I was like, wow, something creative, music, you know. So I would spend my weekends being a backup dancer on these videos. And one day, I'll never forget, where I was told, can you please go and get your makeup done? And it was a video for Lulu, Boy George, and Kim Wilde. It was called Every Woman Knows. So I sat down getting my makeup done. Next thing, this lady comes and sits next to me. I look over, didn't even look at her twice, okay? Then as her makeup's being done, she's getting more louder, and this character is coming out. And by the time her makeup was done, I look around, it was the British superstar Lulu.
Wow.
And she is like a huge sensation. And I was like, I don't know what happened, Shubika, but something touched my soul that day. And it was like, through the power of makeup, you can transform someone's character. You can make them feel like they're the most beautiful woman in the world through products and brushes. The transformation that went on, I was like, this is the job I want to do. I want to touch people's soul. I want to ignite something in them that makes them feel so beautiful. And to be able to do that as a job, as a career, I'm like, dear God, this is what I want to do. I want to touch people through products, and I want to make them feel beautiful. And that was the soulful reason why I became a makeup artist.
So beautifully put. I actually had goosebumps while you were narrating that to me. Vimi, you are leaving behind a legacy of your own, and you are impacting lives, the lives of so many people that are watching this today, the lives of people that you interact with. Your story is so inspiring.
Thank you so much. But you know, I think I did something to make another human feel beautiful.
Right.
And one of the questions that I keep getting asked a lot is, tell me, what's the most famous celebrity you've done?
Right.
And I kind of get angry when somebody says that to me, because to me, every single woman is a celebrity, because in her own life, she has the leading role.
So true.
So whether you work in a store, whether you're a housewife, whether you work in a bank, you have the leading role in your life. So you're a celebrity for that life.
Absolutely.
And I think that is one of the main reasons that I've become a makeup artist. And, you know, I find it very interesting now because of social media that people are using makeup to become a celebrity. Whereas for me, it was the other way round. The fame came because it was from a genuine passion. So I think my message to many people out there is, do it if it's something that you really believe that you can inspire, motivate, and educate lives of the other people. That's the core of why you should be a makeup artist.
Fantastic. I'm so inspired. I love makeup myself, but just hearing you speak today convinces me that this is great. For all, we have so many women that think that they don't need makeup, and there are many that think they want to apply makeup, but they don't know how to. So this is just great, to learn and take inspiration from you. So there are very different makeup styles, Vimi. What is your go-to makeup style that makes you stand out from everyone else?
Well, you know what? That's such a great question, because I almost when I was working with Mac, I almost had to be a makeup chameleon. So that meant that if I'm working on a celebrity, I had to be able to do red carpet makeup that was multi-dimensional. If I was backstage at a fashion show, I could be asked to do anything from putting pearls and crystals onto the face, from doing crazy eyeliner. Like I had to literally become a 360 makeup artist that I never got pinholed into one style. And I think that's the diversity of working for this global brand, was that you asked me, oh, I want to, some of the designers would give me an inspiration going, oh, I want you to create a look. So imagine Marilyn Monroe, who's gone to space and she's coming back through Japan. Create a look.
Wow.
So you're like, okay, so I think I always had to have an open, creative mind for makeup.
Fantastic. So, Vimi, what were some of the challenges and the positives of working backstage at the IFA, dealing with and working very closely with celebrities?
I think the challenges were, especially with the IFA, there were like 300 to 400 makeups that needed to be done, from the dancers to the celebrities in different rooms. And so I think the challenge was like just putting this whole entire schedule together. That was like a challenge. But when you love what you do, even a challenge becomes an opportunity. Because you just jump out of bed so excited that even your challenges become your teachers.
Right, absolutely.
So, yeah, as you can see, I love makeup. I'm so passionate about it. I love art. I love creativity. And the most beautiful thing about creativity, there's no limits.
Absolutely.
The only limitation you have is your own imagination. And imagine to live like that in a world of unlimited potential, creativity, art. So, yeah.
So, Vimi, what advice do you have for budding artists, budding makeup artists that are on this journey?
I would say find your true passion. Do it because you want to inspire, educate, and motivate other people. Do it because you want to share information and you really want to encourage. And don't worry about the followers or the views. Don't do it for your own self celebration, because then you'll never be fulfilled, because you'll always want that constant validation from the likes and the comments. Do it because it's what you want to do. You want to have a voice. You want to reach out to people. And when you come from your heart and soul, trust me, the magic will come. You will be guided onto a higher purpose, a different level. Opportunities will come, but do it from literally to inspire, educate, and motivate.
Thank you, Vimi. Vimi, what is it like being a part of the Hollywood and the Bollywood clan? Because you're such good books with all of them now. You've made excellent friendships along the way. They're so comfortable with you doing their makeup. So, what is that like?
I think the key thing is you have to remember that when you are working with celebrities, you are in service to them.
Right.
And your job is to make them look and feel the most beautiful that they can. And each celebrity, they have a stylist, they have a hairdresser, they have a makeup team. So what look are they going for? How can I serve them in order of their image? So if they're like, oh, I want to go for a 1950s image, and the dress is 50s. So I always say the hair and makeup are the backup dancers to the celebrity.
Right.
We're like their backing vocals.
Right.
We are the ones behind the scene that make them shine and make them look the best that they possibly can look. So, and also the fact that they trust you to do their makeup.
Absolutely.
Because when they go on that red carpet and they look in that mirror and they feel 100% glamorous, that's what you have to do. And I'll never forget, I think my ultimate compliment was with working with Steven Tyler from Aerosmith.
Right.
I was on tour with him.
Yes.
And we were in Bangalore, and he wanted this graphic eyeliner.
Okay.
And it had to be in a certain way, in a certain position.
Right.
And then when he got off the concert, he has a camera where he looks into the camera.
Okay.
And we went for dinner after this concert, and he stopped me after dinner, and he's like, I have to tell you something. He said, today I looked in that camera and I saw my makeup and my eyeliner. He said, I felt so good that I sang the next song feeling like I owned the audience. He said, I want you to own the power that your makeup had on me.
Wow.
And that was like, wow, you know? And that day, something was like, wow. Because when they look in the mirror, and especially now, there's so much more pressure with social media, with the comments and everything. So, you know, you really have to make sure that you make them look and feel the best they possibly can.
Right. So, Vimi, your parents must be very proud of you. It would have been difficult back then in your life to tell them, okay, you're giving up studying and becoming a doctor for makeup. But I'm sure that today, looking back, they must be so proud about your decision-making process.
Yes, it took time. It took time because for the longest time, they thought I was working in a beauty salon because people didn't know what a professional makeup artist was. And my very first job leaving makeup school was with Tony Blair, the British Prime Minister.
Right.
And then as I'm phoning them saying, oh, I'm working with this person, I think they really became proud was when they sat at the IFA Awards in the VIP section and watched the awards because they watched it religiously on the television.
Right.
Now they were part of it. Wow. So I think that was like a moment where they were like, unbelievable.
So proud. From all of us at Business Conversations with Shubika as well, we are so proud of you, Vimi.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very, very much.
So, Vimi, moving on to our last and final question. For all women out there, all girls, women that love makeup but don't really know if they need makeup to feel beautiful, what message do you have for them?
My message for these women is, first of all, makeup is so personal. It's so individual. Look how we dress. Style is individual.
Right.
People dress differently. People do their hair differently.
Right.
When it comes to makeup, do what feels right for you. And do what makes you feel beautiful. If you want to go outside wearing a bright pink neon lip and it makes you feel amazing, do it. If you're not comfortable with wearing makeup, don't wear it. Because all makeup is, it's an expression of how you're feeling. Also, I believe makeup is very personal. Some days you wake up, you don't even want to touch any makeup on your face. Some days you're going out, you're like, oh, today I'm going to do my makeup. So feel your mood and then do the makeup accordingly. Also, I grew up in a family, a culture where you shouldn't be wearing makeup, it's bad for the skin, it was a very societal pressure.
True.
Look, but the new generation,
yeah.
they are experimenting, they are enjoying it, they are going on social media, they're following trends. It's fun, it's playful. And my advice is, if it feels right, do it. Enjoy, have fun, and the best part about makeup, take a wipe, it washes off. So that's the beauty of it. I think you should experiment. it's playful, and especially now we've been through this pandemic.
Right.
People have gone through such a traumatic emotional time. I think makeup has been one form of release where they can play with colors, ideas, textures, trends.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would say go for it. If it feels right, do it. Enjoy it. And if you go too far, wipe it off.
You are wonderful, Vimi Joshi. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being the person that you are to us. We look up to you and we hope to always be a part of your life.
And I
Thank
hope
you
so
so much.
too. I hope so too. And I really want to wish your platform the very best. Again, the professionalism you and your team have shown has been unbelievable. And you make everyone feel comfortable as well. So thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. And we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Something very exciting coming up soon. So I shall keep you posted.
Thank you. Stay tuned, everyone. This has been amazing. We have been in conversation with the one and the only Vimi Joshi. Don't forget to keep watching, to like, to subscribe, and follow us on all our social media platforms.